Boom, what's going on everybody? My name is Jack, Big Business Co. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about how to get your first 5 jobs on Upwork. These are freelance tips from my extensive 3-year career as a freelancer. I've worked on hundreds of projects, hundreds of different clients directly from Upwork, film a lot of stuff in person, clubs, music videos, etc. And this is going to be my personal strategy that basically just helped me to get a lot more jobs and to stand out against all the other people applying to jobs on Upwork. This is originally how I broke down how to get your first ever job, but for all my new freelancers, these tips alone will get your first 5 jobs and the next 50 as well. Hit the like button, it helps the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel for more tips on business and freelance, and also hit the notification bell if you're very interested and you don't want to miss the videos. Also, download the checklist. I will put together a little PDF that if you want, right, you can reference back if what I say doesn't get stuck in your head. You could download a free PDF which will give the specific tick list, the checklist, if you will, of stuff that you guys want to incorporate into getting your first 5 freelance jobs. Without further ado, let's jump into it, right? So, I'm going to jump over here onto my Upwork profile, and it begins, we'll go over this one quickly, because it's a very basic one, kind of an obvious one, if you will. Create a strong profile. What I mean by a strong profile doesn't mean you have to, tell your whole life story. I first started freelancing because my friend Jerry, introduced me to the freelance world, blah, blah. You don't have to do that. Essentially, just sort of make yourself out to be a professional, basically, right? Put a couple things. I'll break these down in a second in terms of standing out. But one of the key things we use is the video intro to stand out. You guys can put your portfolio there. You can put pretty much anything you want right there, and just get a couple pieces of content in there. By the way, right? The client usually barely even checks out your profile. They just pay attention to your proposal, right? The actual cover letter that you send them. When I hire freelancers, I don't even check out their profile, right? I don't. So just have a template, basic placeholder profile here. The real damage, if you will, is going to be done over there in the description of your sort of cover letter, if you will, right? How you actually apply to the job with your proposal, they call it. 2 seconds, cold water, it's a hot day, then we continue. No cuts. Shout out to my editor, Durgesh, leave it in. Stay hydrated. Anyways, thing number 2 that you guys want to think about is obviously reading the job description fully, right? There's key things that you want to put in there, and if you can reference one of the key things they put, sometimes they try to trick you, you can make it obvious to them that you read your job description and you're not just spam applying to loads of jobs. Let's type in video editing, right? That's the freelancing I personally do. Maybe I got web developers with me today, maybe I got graphic designers, whatever. Same rules apply to everybody's applications, if you will. If we scroll down and we click on a random job, right? Video spokesperson, blah, blah, blah. Hello, we need a few video installation and demonstrations of our shower head product. We need new, blah, blah, blah. You can even stop there, right? A lot of people, right, when they are applying to jobs, they want to do the quickest possible thing. So they have one template, big message, and they just send it out to everybody. I see some people that apply that say, "Dear Sir / Madam," because they're just literally generically applying to every possible job, which is a bad idea. Like, the actual ability for, with the actual best case scenario for you to convert is that the human being reading your application thinks to themselves, okay, they clearly read my job. So I always like to input something from their description, right? So that makes it brutally obvious to them that you read their description and you're not just spamming applications, right? So for example, I would write in my proposal, so they say we need a few video installations and demonstrations of our shower head product. I'd write, hey, how's it going? I think I'm the perfect fit for this job. I'd love to show you, I'd love to create the video for your shower head product. Include something in there write-up of their job that makes it brutally obvious to them. Listen, this person clearly read the description. Sometimes they'll even have a little thing like, if you actually read to the bottom, answer this equation, 1 + 1 equals, and then you write, hey, I clearly read your job, 1 + 1 = 2. They do try to trick you like that sometimes because obviously they don't want people just applying with spam. They obviously want people to, to actually have read their job and understand what they're applying for. Correct, obviously. Pretty simple so far. The next one, the big mistake I see people do when they do click to submit a proposal rather, what they do is they have such a long-winded, absolute waste of time message. My best friend Johnny, he is such a cool guy. He got me into freelancing. I owe it all to him. You, me, and him can sit down for lunch. Whole bunch of nonsense, right? I keep proposals short and sweet. In fact, let's drill this point home because I do believe this is a big one, right? Shout out to my editor right here. Short and sweet. That's the best thing you want. Here's what I do. And this plays into tip number 4, which is standing out through the video intro, which I'll break down in a second. Short and sweet. Come here. I would write, hey, my name is Jack. I think I'm the perfect fit to, once again, just read, to create your installation and demonstration videos, to create your, what does it say, shower head? Yeah, your shower head demonstration videos. So we've clearly told them through that we read their description. Hey, my name's Jack. I think I'm the perfect fit to create your shower head videos. Boom. Please take a look. Please take a quick look at my video intro / show reel and get back to me. Video intro. Boom. We're going to link that there in a second. Thanks, Jack. Very, very short. Very, very sweet. Let's drag that out. That is my application. Now, if somebody applies to your job, right? And they got a massive list. My best friend Jacob, he got me into the freelance game. They want to know, like, are you a good fit for this job? A quick, short, straight to the point message, and then you let your video intro do the talking is the most impactful way that I've found to save them time. They're reading massive nonsense. Dear sir / madam / beast, like, you know, dear dog / cat. They're covering all their bases with their spam message. If you do a straight to the point, obvious that you read their description of their job, you're gonna be a nice candidate. And this video intro right here, which is a video pitch, by the way, we're gonna load this up right here. Where the hell is this thing right now? Video production, blah blah blah. Where is my video intro? Why has it just disappeared itself? All right, 2 seconds. Let me find this video intro quick. I'll be back. Shout out to my editor. Cut. All right, cool. So this right here is my video intro. I'm gonna copy it. I'm going to put it over here. I'll show you what the video intro is in a second. Obviously, the OGs of the channel know that the video intro is a small 1 to 2 minute pitch video where you clearly demonstrate yourself to be just an obvious fit for the job, and you actually talk to the client one-on-one through a small video. It's very impactful. It beats any long-winded, massive wall of text that most people send. Dear sir / madam Jacob, my best friend, you know what I mean? I will play to you quickly. A few minutes of this video, or not even a few minutes, about 40 seconds of this video, so that you can clearly get an idea of what I'm talking about. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for clicking on the link today. I'm gonna fill you in a little bit on who I am. I'm Jack, 20-year-old freelance video editor, videographer, and YouTuber with over 75,000 subscribers producing weekly content based around video production. I've worked on so many projects, it's pretty tough to narrow it down, but I'm gonna give you a little run through of the stuff I've worked on recently. Interviews, promo videos, music videos, YouTube videos of all sizes and varieties, foodie videos, kind of like those recipe stuff, live event videos, corporate style stuff, and of course product videos. Now, not only have I edited all of the projects, featured on the screen, I've also filmed all of it as well. I've really been working recently pretty damn hard, and I just want to point out to you guys. Boom. Enough of that. You guys get the point. I have outlined myself to have, clearly worked on loads of projects. I showed a clear history. I showed footage of myself at events, at shoots, filming. I showed loads of different types of projects I've edited. If I'm applying to a video editing based job, I've clearly painted the picture that I'm an expert in my field and someone this isn't my first time. I've done this many times. Now, obviously, if you're applying to your first few jobs, it's not your first time ever doing the thing you're trying to sell your services for, right? So I would make a little video like this. It could be a compilation of clips with text to reinforce it, titles. If you're not so confident on the camera. Personally, I just sit down and do the video on the camera. When I ran my coaching program for freelancers about 8 months ago, even the least charismatic of the people who signed up to my coaching program, I still had them do a video intro, even if it took us 4 or 5 attempts, because seeing the person talking directly to you, showing previous work on the screen is just a massively impactful thing. Maybe you have to get a couple projects under your belt before you can do this video, but I would find a really impactful way to cut the noise and obviously paint yourself as an expert in your field. For me, the video intro worked wonders. So I submit my message and I say, listen, please take a quick look, blah, blah, blah. And then I actually go ahead and I submit my proposal. Please fix the error. You do not meet all the client's preferred qualifications, blah, blah, blah. You must live in the United States. Whatever. How long will this project take you? Less than 1 month. I have no clue. I'm just going to apply to the job. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever, right? It'll be funny if we get the job as well, actually, to be honest. In fact, I'll leave a follow-up in the comments or something like that if you're watching this later and we actually did get the job. That would be pretty funny. But back on the screen. So actually, let's come back to the other one and recap. We have done a strong profile. Shout out to my editor. Text to reinforce it. Leave the editor notes in here. Strong profile. Read the job description fully, obviously. Keep proposals short and sweet, and stand out. The video intro is the thing that I told you will help you to stand out. And that right there, honestly, is your best bet for landing your first freelance job and your first 5 freelance jobs in total as well. And that same method is applicable to more or less every freelance job. Then what I would do is every few months, once you've got newer material to work with, recreate a new video intro or show reel. Keep it nice and polished, keep it nice and relevant, keep it nice and fresh, very current, and you've got yourself a nice formula right there to cut through the competition. If you do these tips, especially just adding something from their job description, it's going to make you obvious to the people that are trying to hire you that you read the job. I promise you. If it's an appealing job, especially with a big budget, they're going to have about 30, 50 different applications, 65 different applications sometimes. And the majority of the applications are going to say, "Dear Sir / Madam." A lot of them will, right? Which means the person's just spray and praying. Let me just submit I'm going to apply to every single job, "Dear Sir / Madam." And realistically, if I'm hiring, especially for a big budget job, I'm not going to hire the person that said "Dear Sir / Madam." They don't even know what job it is. By the time I tell them, "Hey, I'd like to hire you for this," they got to figure out what job they even applied for. It's a mess. Know which job you applied for. Put a little something in there. One line that just shows, I read your description. Make yourself stand out. Keep the proposal nice and short. "Hey, what's up? I think I'm perfect for the job of creating the shower head demonstration. Here's my show reel. Take a look. Get back to me." Boom. Simple. Simple as that. And that's you done and dusted right there. So that right there, guys, is how to get your first 5 freelance jobs on Upwork. Plenty more freelance tips on the channel. If you made it through the whole video and you're not subscribed, you should be subscribed. We have a full, what would you even call this? Basically a series. My bad, blanked out for a second. It's obvious we call it a series. We have a series coming on how I would go about building a freelance agency, right? So a freelance agency means you get the work and you outsource it to other freelancers and you take 50% or a cut for outsourcing the work to other people and managing the relationship between the freelancer, the freelancer and the client, right? You sit in the middle, you sort of run a little agency, right, where you outsource all the work. I'll put it together a 3 to 5 part series that's coming out. First episode should be out next week, and it's breaking down exactly how you build a freelance agency. We cover everything: getting the clients, managing the relationships, how you outsource it, how you actually, what percentage you can take, all that type of stuff. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Obviously I talk pretty fast. You could save yourself some time. By all means, rewatch the video. I'd appreciate another view. But if you don't want to rewatch the video, listen to me spout all this stuff again, download the checklist for success in the description down below. There's a little download link, boom, free PDF, and it will obviously give the specific points with, again, specific details on how you guys can land your first 5 freelance jobs. Thank you guys for watching the video. Big Business Cole. Like, comment, subscribe, notifications, all that beautiful stuff. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.